Hi, if you like the video, please remember to subscribe.
Hi, it's Rob from designeruser.blogspot.com with a quick guide to making the battery on your HTC Google Android smartphone last a lot longer. The biggest tip I'll save to the end, but you can do these other things first. So first up, the first thing that I'd say is if you want your battery to last longer would be to change the live wallpaper to a plain one. So the way that you can do that is you just press menu, go into wallpaper, choose photos, which is just at the bottom. Sorry, not photos, what am I talking about? Menu, wallpaper, HTC wallpaper, which is the middle one, and then just scroll along until you get to the black one and set that as your wallpaper. So you haven't got all those things wandering around the screen eating up processor power, which obviously uses some of your battery. The next thing to do is to add the power control widget, so you can control really exactly what your little HTC Desire is doing. So just press on the plus button to add something, add a widget, which is the one at the top, and then what we want to add is, if we scroll down, it's the power control one, just there. You might just be able to see it. So click that one on, and then you get this bar appear. First thing I'm going to do is just turn down the brightness. Now there's three brightness settings: bright, dim, which probably looks better on the video actually, and then I think that might be automatic. So I'll turn it down. So obviously when you're indoors and it's fairly sort of under normal light, you'll find the dim light works, just as well. When you're outside, you'll have to turn the brightness up. When you go to the camera, it automatically turns the brightness up anyway. By controlling the brightness of the screen, again, we're going to be cutting down on the amount of power. With this button as well, the sync button, we can control whether we're allowing our applications to sync with the internet or not. Obviously when they're syncing with the internet, they're going to be using power, they're going to be working hard, and they're going to be using sort of 3G connection to transfer data. So what we can do is, when we don't want them to, we can just press that and turn it off. We've got access to the GPS signal as well. Let me turn that up a little bit brighter, you probably see it better. So again, we can turn GPS off, and then when we want to, say, do some GPS photo tagging, we can flick that on. We can control the Bluetooth, so again, we can turn the Bluetooth on. And probably most importantly, from this sort of little section, we can control when the wireless, the Wi-Fi will come on with this icon on the far left. So we press that, and I've turned on Wi-Fi, and it will take a few seconds, then boom, it's gone bright green, which means that my HTC Desire is now connected to the local Wi-Fi. And I found that using Wi-Fi really does suck the juice out of your phone. So by turning it off and using your data connection, especially if you're on an unlimited data connection, that could well be a better thing to do. For certain things like uploading videos and large files, you want to do that on Wi-Fi. You don't want, and updates and things like that, you don't really want to do that over the phone 3G connection. But again, by having control of it, we can turn it off and take it out of the control of the phone, which means that we can make our phone really, the battery last a long time. All day, from 7:30 in the morning till sort of 10:30 in the night. I've got by using these techniques. Now the most important technique to use, which is the one I've left till last, is access simply by pressing and holding the power button on top of the phone. So press and hold that, and you get these options come up. Probably just about to see: power off, silent mode, vibration mode, airplane mode, and mobile connect. So what you can do is, if I flick that toggles whether the phone is allowed to connect to the internet or not. So for example, now I've just turned it on, and you might be able to see at the top the 3G little tag came up. So let's turn it off now. So if I press and hold the power button on the top of the phone, right there, the menu pops up. Mobile network connect to internet is on. So I've just turned it off now. So now the phone isn't allowed to connect to the internet, and the phone is just acting like an old-fashioned mobile phone. So you can send texts, you can make calls, you can receive calls. But if you try and go into internet browser or anything like that, it will say there's a problem with the network connection. And this is the thing that I found makes the most difference in the battery life of your phone. If you just get into the habit of having the phone always with the internet off, and then as soon as you want to use the browser or check your RSS feeds, or you do a tweet, or go on Facebook or whatever, just go into this menu, flick that so it then connects to the internet, do whatever you want to do on the internet, then press and hold the button again and turn the internet off, and that your battery life will be doubled probably. Because the thing is, because it's a smartphone, it has all these applications running in the background. They're all using power in terms of processing cycles. So the harder the little computer has to work, the more power it has to use. But also in terms of using the 3G connection, so transmitting and receiving data. So by simply turning that off, we're really going to save lots of power. But we're not losing the functionality of the phone. We can still make and receive phone calls, because you could argue you could do the same sort of thing by putting the device in airplane mode, but it's a mobile phone. We want to send and receive texts, and we want to get phone calls. So I think that that's probably the biggest hint and tip for making the battery on your HTC Desire last a long time. I'll just do it one more time. So press and hold the power button, you get all these options come up, and the one we're interested in is that one at the bottom, mobile network. And as you can see at the moment, whoops, just pressed it. As you can see at the moment, it says mobile network connect to internet is off. So the phone still works, but it won't connect to the internet, so we save loads of power. And then when I want to use the internet browser, flick that on, and then let's do that once more. Flick that on, and then we're good to go. So there we go. How to make the battery in your HTC Desire mobile phone last a long time. That's Rob from desireuser.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching.